toute ma vie, j'ai rêvé de cette saison. Les fleurs et de l'amour, c'est la raison de l'incarnation de mes oraisons, renouvelant comme une lunaison. Quatre saisons de floraison. Et ce légèrement que nous nous amourachons. La belle unicité de notre dépassement. Et qui aurait pensé que tu serais le mien?
My baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you.
Miss that smile, Lord knows I ain't seen that in a while, but it's your style. So something must be up keeping you down. You a queen that must be heaven sent. Pray my soul, I must repent for not telling you what I meant and how I felt. Honestly, I'm used to throwing wishes in a well. My conscience tells me that I could have helped without fail. Actions speak louder than words, and that's a lesson that I learned all by myself.
Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. La, 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 la,
Feel it, baby, stress is all around us. These high ceilings and I need it, baby. Pressure and make diamonds, I won't steal it, baby. Silent, baby, hurts to see you crying. I know you trying, ain't no lying, baby. When I say I need you, greedy if I have to share you. It was me that all along did you wrong, thinking that I made you beautiful and strong. This toxicity, the death of me, I feel the day you gone. the most beautiful girl I've ever known.
I'll find a way to treat you better. I swear there's no one out there like you. You teach me to be better. My talk is cheap, keep asking what I do. I'll fly you to the moon and hope I'll see you soon. I'll find a way to treat you better. No problem, I'll do whatever.
Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gon' regret every day. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for her. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you.
La 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 la. Da 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 da. La 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 la.
Esperando pa' tu tiempo, mi amor para ti no es un ejemplo. Y ahora tú me digas que tú sabes que yo soy para ti como la clave permanente. Esto es pa' tu mente, quiero ser tuyo por siempre. Y yo quiero que te sientas como yo me siento. Mira por ejemplo. Siempre voy a estar aquí a tu lado, nunca me voy a cansar. Solamente yo te quiero enseñar qué tan caro es. Mírate qué tan caro es. Yo quiero mi morena, tan rico que se ve. Morena, mira cómo mueve así. Morena, mira cómo goza, goza. Morena, mira cómo toma, toma mi morena. Tan rico que se ve. Morena, mira cómo mueve así. Morena, mira cómo goza, goza.
Ahora tú me dices que tú sabes. Te veo bailando, te veo gozando, te veo andando por la calle, mi morena. Yo sigo pensando, si yo sigo pensando que yo te quiero en mi brazo, mi morena. Yo te quiero en mi brazo, mi morena. Morena, morena,
Mira cómo mueve así.
morena,
Mira cómo goza, goza.
morena,
Mira cómo toma, toma mi morena. Mira rico que se vea lo
morena,
Mira cómo mueve así.
morena,
Mira cómo goza, goza.
morena,
Mira cómo toma, toma lo
morena, qué suave, morena, ay qué linda, morena, qué gustosa, morena. Texting, no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me.
Yo, let's go, let's go. We here for the show.
Say what's wrong or right. No. It's not hard to fool me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say. No. Where we are heading now, babe. I follow. Nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell you good night. 'Cause I'll find no matter what. Yeah.
Come on in, come on in.
Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell you good night. 'Cause I'll find no matter what. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies.
We are back. We are back.
You want to come home with me tonight? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
Yo, Yo, peace and blessings to everyone that tuned in tonight. You are here of another edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. I'm your host, Ross Lee, where we always here to bring the real, have grown folk conversations, and have a good time doing it. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope everyone's been blessed, and I hope that everyone is striving to be the best version of yourself. We back at it again. I know it's been a lot of other shit going on, a lot of other stories going on, but this Cheyenne Bryant shit is really going off the rails, and people are pulling up receipts after receipts after receipts. And I touched on it the other night. I know the views was kind of down, but it is what it is. Y'all gonna feel how y'all feel, but I got a problem with this because if you're putting yourself in the space where you're dealing with people with mental health issues, you got to be on point, man. You're dangling a dangerous thing. You're going into an avenue that could be detrimental if you're not treating these people correctly. And I feel that one, we need more mental health facilities. We really do. We need more asylums back in society again, and we really need to understand that there's people out here in the world that have certain psychological issues that need to be handled with care, not ridiculed, not you know talked about, not trying to down them or anything of that nature. And I have a serious problem with people that try to get into them spaces and take advantage of people that really seriously need help. I had a situation where it wasn't me personally, but it was a person that was a part of that kind of did some things that really made me look at him in a different light, you know, and that's sad. I'm not even about to get into that whole story because it's not even important right now. But what's important is that we need to understand that all of us are flawed. All of us have issues. All of us suffer some form of trauma, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, right? No one is allowed to take advantage of that kind of situation. And I really feel bad for those that do. You understand? I'm not with that foolery. I'm not with the fugaziness. I'm not with that. Um I done said it for years and years and years that we really need to have facilities to really truly help these people, not just drug them up, not just put them away because they're humans just like everybody else. But if you give them the honest help that they deserve, they can still be of value to life. I think that's what a lot of people are missing. I see my StreamYard is StreamYard, but it's okay. We'll get that together. You know, maybe I need to switch, streaming services real soon. But like, share, and if you're new, please subscribe. I appreciate all the newer subscribers that have tuned in. That might catch me on the live right now. That might catch me on the replay, um, or catching my. I've been seeing that I've been getting a lot of traction with a lot of the shorter content that I've broken down with a lot of my lives. So I appreciate y'all support with that too. Comment, comment. Give me your feedback. I need to know where y'all at with it. Let me know what I'm doing that's good. Let me know what I'm doing that's wrong that I can improve on what I'm doing. You know? I'm not gonna go on with the long soliloquy. Y'all see the title. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the title. We're gonna get this started as far as how I always start with a body cam. Well, man, Heavy Gant, shout out to Heavy Gant. If you're not subscribed to his page, please like and subscribe on his channel and tell him that the Black Bottom Rodcast sent you. Okay. This is actually a body cam I haven't even watched. So we're all gonna watch this together. You see the title, Tubi Awards for the whole family. So this some fuckery right here off the bat. But without being further said, let's go.
On March 31st, 2025, while on patrol, an officer observed a vehicle stopped in the middle of the roadway, impeding traffic and conducted.
Hold on for a sec. Give me 1 second, y'all. Cause for whatever reason, this video is not playing. Wow. See, this is shit that be pissing me off, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. StreamYard is just StreamYard. It be StreamYard right now. You know what I'm saying? So, pardon the shit that's going on right now. Let me go back to this. Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. All right, there we go. All right. Shout out to Heavy Gant. Let's go.
Ooh, melodious voices speaking so eloquently over the body cam footage. You've reached the Heavy Gant channel, man. Hey, yo, man, step off if you're not here for this brilliant commentary. Click that link, go over to NY Detective. Great channel. Let's not waste any time, people. Let's go.
What's up, bro?
Okay. Do you have your ID on your bus, man?
Nah, my ID's at the crib.
All right.
Oh, of course
Do
it
you got
is.
any of you guys have a medical marijuana card?
Oh, boy. There we go.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
What color is it?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Well,
take your time.
I don't. But I do got blunt roller.
Yeah, you got a roll blunt in the car.
There you go. There you go. Genius.
See, we in a different time now, man. We just can't be riding dirty like that no more. We can't be riding, with all kind of bullshit in the car. This ain't the 80s. This ain't the 90s. This ain't even the early 2000s. We in 2026. Cameras is everywhere. Everyone's always watching everything, especially law enforcement. And the last thing you want to do, especially if you might not have all your shit in order, well, like as far as your license and insurance and your car registration and all these things, you need to do is to get pulled over and you riding dirty. But let's see what this is all about.
Where's the smoking though?
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's sell for this. Weed is still illegal.
Wait, it is?
Come on, officer, man. Come on now. Just leave where I live at. I live right here.
Right,
That's my
you
nephew
blocking
right
you
there. My
blocking
baby mama
He lives right
walked up
there.
here, man.
He's not
What
from
did
here.
you do wrong, man?
you blocking the roadway, man.
Right there, though, brother. I live right
All
there.
right, man. Hey, you're gonna go to jail. All right, give me 25 feet, or you guys gonna go to jail.
So you gonna take my baby girl to jail too?
No,
She's
talking
right
about
there.
her.
You gonna take her to jail too?
Yeah, why you doing this? What you doing this?
Because
What? Huh?
I respect that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, okay?
Oh, okay, good.
I respect that, officer.
All right.
All right.
You feel me, bro? Come on.
Feel
bro.
me?
I mean, hey, lower down that other window for me.
Let me do it.
Bravo 3705. For more, you can we get more?
Is it necessary to have anybody on speakerphone? Is that really necessary at this point? Y'all are grown men dealing with the police.
Man, this shit be blowing me. Every fucking body cam I see with our people in the community. The minute they get jammed up in some fuck shit that they done got themselves involved in, they always want to get on the phone. They always want to try to video call somebody. They always want to call their mama. And like, why are you bothering these people? You did this bullshit. What are they gonna do to save you? Are they the Gestapos? I mean, are they like in high like ranking in law enforcement? I mean, come on, man. What this is the constant play. And like I've been noticing certain groups don't like these body cams. Why? Because it exposes the actual happenings of what goes on these in particular traffic stops. It ain't always the police that's doing bullshit. And I ain't saying that we don't have bad police out here that do shit that's bogus, because I didn't see body cams that's on that shit too. You know, what was that Sandra Massey, whatever that lady's name was, that got unalived in her house, but she actually had mental problems, and the officer didn't fully assess it properly, and you know what I'm talking about, the woman with the pot of hot water that he claimed that she threw at him, and clearly we saw on body cam that she didn't do it. So he caught the repercussions behind that. But this shit, this out in the street shit, come on, y'all. Come on, man. Come on, man. In my Terrence Howard voice, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Supersonic Man. I mean, come on. Let's stop all the bullshit, man. You know you on some stupid shit. Just own up to your shit and just take care of it. And just deal with it. Don't make it harder for yourself. And that's a lot of our problem. We make things harder than what the fuck it needs to be, instead of just taking accountability for what the fuck you done did. Because you know damn well what you done. Anyway, let's go.
Do we need to have anybody on speakerphone?
I'm sorry, man. You know me, man. You done
Not
put
good.
me over in my daddy truck, bro. You
Oh,
remember
okay.
right there, low Vince?
Hey man, he sure looked like Preach from Abba and Preach, don't he?
You ain't pulled me over in my car, but my recent car, I had the Infinity.
Okay.
Come on, right there, bro. Come on, bro. I'm good. You know I'm good-hearted people, bro. I'm trying to protect my family, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
From what?
From what?
Huh? Bad decisions?
From everything that I'm fighting for, my brother.
Fighting?
You know what I'm saying? I'm a young Haitian black man.
What are you fighting for? What the fuck are you talking about? See, now you're talking high talk. And this is why this officer's looking at you like, Yeah, I need to see what the fuck's really going on. Because you talking high talk. I'm trying to do everything that I'm doing to protect my family. The fuck you talking about? If that was the case, y'all wouldn't be in the car. If that was the case, y'all be in the house. If that was the case, y'all probably wouldn't even be in this neighborhood if you was really caring about your family. But anyway, all right, whatever. All right, let's go.
Man, I turn these
All right,
streets.
sir, let's not bring race, complexion, nationality, or any of that shit up. All right, whatever it is, God bless you. I hope it works out. You just can't smoke in your car, man. If you do, this is what's gonna happen to you.
Man.
Okay.
I'm a Haitian black man. Oh, you're a Haitian black man? Let's not arrest him. Said no officer anywhere. Said nobody at no time. Oh, you're a Haitian and you're black. Let's go ahead and not arrest these guys. You know that shit don't work. Let's cut it out.
Prison, I'm a felon, bro.
Step back from me.
I'm a whole.
Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be a felon? Now go ahead and keep oversharing.
Fighting for my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young Haitian black man out here in these streets, man.
Okay.
You feel me? I done been to prison. I'm a felon, bro.
Step back from me.
I'm a whole felon out here, bro.
All right, please stop bragging, sir.
What
You hear
does
me?
that got to do with me?
It don't got none.
Is that a flex that you're like shouting with your chest that you a felon? Is that a flex? I mean, let me know, y'all. Let me ask all the brothers in the black congregation, regardless of what ethnic background you come from. Is it a flex to say loud and proud with your chest that you a felon? I think that's the last thing you want to try to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, come on. What are we doing here, man? Come on. What are we doing? It looks like pretty soon it's gonna be bibbity bop. You going with this cop to jiggity jail. And for what? Being stupid. Being stupid. No, it ain't. I'm driving, getting pulled over because driving while black. It ain't that I'm getting stopped by the law because I'm walking while I'm black. No, you stupid because your ass is black, doing stupid ass shit, knowing damn well what you done. So come on, man. What the fuck? All right, well let's finish this off because, like I said, we watching this together. This is the first time I'm even seeing this one. All right, let's go.
To do with you, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm just expressing myself right now.
I cannot stop in the middle of the roadway.
Oh my God, I live right there, bro. What more can I
You
say?
don't live there.
Of course, and we was in front of that house, man. I live right there, bro. That's my address, bro.
Now y'all got to say y'all done crime and shit.
Hey, get your ID. Yo, man, give him your name for me, bro.
Come on, bro. Don't take me away from my family, bro.
Shut up. Did I say I was gonna take you away?
I never said that, but look at them right now, bro. Look at my pregnant wife, bro.
No. We're not looking at nobody. Stop your blood clot crying and get out the car. Is somebody actually screaming on a speakerphone right now? Is somebody crying on speakerphone because y'all got pulled over? What the fuck?
Yo, man, give him your name for me, bro.
Who is this person and why are they crying on speakerphone? Is this that deep?
Bro, don't take me away from my family, bro.
Did I say I was gonna take you away?
I never said that, but look at them right now, bro. Look at my pregnant wife, bro. Look at my pregnant wife, bro.
No. Okay. I don't know why she's doing all that. I don't know what's going on. There is no need for her to do all that. And you, my boy, you need to step back. Go by them right now. I'm not gonna tell you twice.
Listen. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Hey, my man. I know you hear me. Look, let's go here. I'm letting you know. Let's go over here.
Get out my
Go over
face.
here.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm standing
Listen,
right here.
right now, we're conducting an investigation, right?
I'm standing
Make
right
sure-
here, dude.
Now, you gotta give us a space. Let's go get a jail.
You got
No.
space.
Go on the
What you
sidewalk.
talking
Go on
about?
the
I'm right
sidewalk.
here,
Go on the
dude.
sidewalk. No.
I'm right
Go on the
here,
sidewalk.
dude. I'm not doing nothing, dude. Get out my face, dog.
Well, first
Man,
off,
I gave you
you
my
got your
I would
shirt
really
on,
like
so
to see how that.
that's kind of suspect right now. Like, damn, nigga, why you got your bird chest ass out here with this shirt off? That's kind of like scary in itself. But I mean, that's just me. But whatever, you need to like eat some more like beef products. Like some steaks or something. Do some push-ups. Do some sit-ups. Do some dips. Do something. Some of you young motherfuckers out here just don't know nothing about well-being and like building body mass. But anyway, all right, let's go. I'm just talking shit. But anyway, let's go.
Plays out. You see how the camera just switched? You see the cut there? I would love to see how that plays out.
You got my license right there,
Yo,
right?
relax. Hey, don't touch me.
I never touched you, bro. Call your manager right now.
I don't have a
Call
manager.
your supervisor.
Supervisor.
Call your supervisor, bro.
Supervisor. Sir, you need to calm down.
Okay.
Shit, man. Come on, man.
This shit don't mean nothing to me, bro.
All right.
And she must be crying because she know you about to go back to prison for a very, very long time. If you're not going to go back to prison for a very, very long time, I would be very, very infuriated that this woman is crying for no fucking reason. I hate when people get to crying for nothing.
Do you have a search warrant?
What are you talking about, bro?
Okay, then. You asking me what am I talking about,
Man.
but you got my people out here crying and doing all this extra shit.
Sir, Haitian Jack. I mean, look, nigga, come on, knock it off. You don't need a search warrant for a traffic stop. Like, come on, man. Like, damn. Like,
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
I mean, come on, man. Like, what the fuck we doing here? It's a traffic stop. There's no need for a search warrant. If they got probable cause, you're gonna be sitting up here like
Help
this.
me. Help me, nigga.
But let's see how this shit, falls in place. So let's go.
It's getting on my nerve right now, bro. That part, bro. We're back in the neighborhood, bro.
Huh?
Hey,
What? Hold on. Sir, so what? Oh, goddamn, the eyes, Chico. They never lied. Tell us more about how you're black, sir, and being disenfranchised. Go ahead there, Dr. Umar. You take it away.
that shit is getting on my nerve right now, bro. That part, bro. We're back in the neighborhood, bro. Hey.
Oh, shit.
Through my window.
Wow.
Why you shooting in my face? For a movie.
You need to calm down, sir.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Get him out.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
Get out the car. Get out the car.
Hey.
Man, look, this sad as shit right here. And probably a lot of this shit could have been avoided if people just know how to just act and move and comply. Especially when you get stopped by law enforcement. But they wasn't taught. They was probably prepped for the penitentiary. He already said he's been in and out as far as the law. So he don't know how to act. And his peoples wasn't taught to know how to act when it comes to living life on the straight and narrow and dealing with law enforcement. But anyway, let's go.
Hey, yo.
Stop it. Oh,
Hey, sir, let's not bring race into this.
oh, Weston! You wait right there. Black man! You wait right there, bro.
Yo,
You're good, bro. Wait right there, okay? That's my homework. He did all that for no reason, okay? Get on there, I'm just going to sing. You can't, let him just down in the car. You're good, don't listen, okay? You about to shoot me in my heart? Let me get the other. You shoot me naked. I turn these dirty ass fools on my window. Back up! Get back now! No! Back up!
see? See, just no respect. No, where are the other adults, man?
All right, sit him up.
Jesus.
What the wrong with y'all, bro?
What was this about again? Because they smelled weed or something?
That was stupid.
Fucking idiot. What a moron. What'd you do that for? What did he do that for? I don't understand.
That was stupid. Yeah, you keep saying that. I was stupid. What did I do?
Dumb shit.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Bro, that's my money, bro.
Yeah, of course it is, sir. You're gonna need it all.
Money.
You're gonna need
I
it.
work hard for.
Of course
You hear me?
We believe
To
you.
drive that nice car right now.
What is your problem?
Fuck, bro.
Y'all my problem. Oh,
right, let's put him in the car.
All right.
Let's put him in the car.
All right.
It's this car.
My car.
The problem is improper teaching, improper instructions, improper understanding of how to move out here in the world productively without bullshit. It's a shame that so many of us out here, not just in the black community, but just in general, that just don't know how to move in the world. You got to be defiant. It's this entitlement. It's this victimization attitude that we got out here in the world, and it's coming to the head, man. It's really starting to really be a problem in our community, and a lot of it has to deal with mental health. This is why this one we still own the Cheyenne Bryant shit, because she's a danger to the society with people that move and act like this. And all this is gonna go hand in hand in what we're talking about tonight. So all right, come on, let's go.
You're doing the most for me.
All right. Where's your car? All right. Hold on. Let me lock this.
Where y'all go?
Shut up. The fuck up.
Look at my whole family, bro. Somebody cry out for me.
Hey, move him.
I ain't doing nothing.
You didn't do nothing? Holy shit.
Baby, let me give my baby a hug.
Now you worried about your kids. There you go.
Get in the car.
Oh my God.
Ain't nobody even did shit to this man. Oh my God. Hey, this man gonna get a Tubi award for me, dog. The way this nigga is just a holler and watch him. Watch him. Peep game. Hold on. Peep dude. Look at him.
I ain't doing nothing. Baby, let me give my baby a hug. Please. Oh, what's that?
Get in the car.
Oh my God.
Why is it that our people, when we get jammed up in bullshit that wasn't thinking about our kids, always all of a sudden want to start thinking about their kids? Like, what? That has to be studied. Some of the things that I done seen on body cam videos is astounding. Either they want to go call their mama, either they just want to just get on their live. They got a boo boo. They got to take a leak. They worrying about their kids. I mean, all these deflective buzzwords that they say that is not going to stop what the fuck is going on. If you fucked up and you caught up in this situation with law enforcement, there's nothing more that you can do but to comply. I know that sounds bad. And I know, you know, the newer generation don't know nothing about compliance or oppression, so to speak. And I ain't saying it's always oppression, but you don't know nothing about that kind of lifestyle. You motherfuckers wouldn't have made it in slavery. All y'all would have been hanging on trees. How y'all moving? How y'all acting? Back in them days? How y'all bucking up? Yeah. Y'all would have been strange fruit in the morning. Trust
Yo, hey, yo, that nigga get a Tubi Award winning. He gets a Tubi Award from me, dog. I gotta give it to him, son. I got to. Oh shit, what we got here?
A probable cause search of the vehicle, officers found a blunt in the passenger seat, along with multiple amounts of a green leafy substance throughout the car, including in the driver's side door, the sunglass visor, and the passenger side floorboard.
Hey, boss man, what's your name again, man?
So not only that you messy, like goddamn. So you got just remnants of narcotics all throughout your car. It's what I'm saying, man. A lot of our people are just sloppy, lazy, messy, don't know how to clean up behind themselves. None of that shit, man. Just lazy. Just fucking lazy. This could have been avoided. All this extra shit, it could have been just some simple shit if you just complied, but you wanted to get overly aggressive and emotional. Now they feeling, threatened. These policemen, regardless of what y'all say, they gotta deal with motherfuckers randomly all the time. So it ain't no telling what a motherfucker might be on. So they gotta be on point on their end. But y'all don't see it that way. Just like you gotta be on point at your job. Be on time, do the job correctly, and then when your shift is over, go home. They gotta do the same goddamn thing. I don't understand why y'all don't understand that shit. But anyway, let's go.
Me.
You're almost finished.
Maxim, man. Hey, listen, man. Just gotta ask you a couple of questions before I can talk to you, man. I gotta read you some stuff, all right? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that this testimony you shall give in this case shall be the truth? You have the right to remain silent. You understand? Maybe used against you in court. You want one? Has anyone threatened you or property? Yeah. What else in the car belongs on your lap and stuff like that? Yeah. What else in the car belongs to you, man? Can you or promise you anything to get you to talk to me? Okay. All right, man. Obviously, the blunt was on your lap and stuff like that. Yeah. What else in the car belongs to you, man? Do you have a medical marijuana card by any chance?
Oh, just the weed on me right now.
No. Do you have one in general?
Nah.
Okay. What else? What else in the car belongs to you?
Just the weed.
Which weed?
The one that I bought, and then the little half you seen in the little bag, the little piece of bag on my right side. Yeah.
Okay, the one that was right by the door on the passenger side. Anything else inside that car belongs to you?
That was it. That's it.
How do you know this guy?
It's been a while. I haven't touched him, but I know him, but it's been a while. I haven't touched him. So I said I was share shots, so I hit him up. I'm asking for some weed. That's it.
You asked him for some weed?
And yeah, he don't sell it. He just have a little bit. Cool. And then he just sold it to me. And then he was drinking. I was like, yo.
He sold that weed to you?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah.
God damn. This is fucking talkative Tom over here. Jesus.
$30.
Okay. Where did you buy that weed out of? Like where when you bought that weed, where were you guys?
My crib.
Where is that at?
You already are snitching. Just go ahead and snitch then.
Okay. Where were you guys going right now?
We're just gonna, even like right now when you just stop us, we're just gonna go to a park.
Oh yeah. Okay. Obviously you guys were smoking in the car. You know, like
he was smoking.
Yeah, but even if you were smoking, he's inside the car. He just sold you weed.
Yeah, whatever he got going on, that's what you mean. But like, why he got me handcuffed, man?
I got you, man. Listen, again, man. Everybody in the thing is detained. Okay, that's why.
For no reason, like, come on, man. Like, you know, if my mom.
Look how scared homeboy is. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm telling you. If this lifestyle is gonna have you looking this scared, if this lifestyle is gonna have you not being able to
Fuck the lifestyle getting you scared, nigga. Y'all moving reckless, messy, and insane. This is why y'all always get jammed up. Y'all don't know how to just do what y'all do, and I'm not judging what you do. Okay, but if you're gonna do what the fuck you doing, man, get your shit and get the fuck gone and get out the way. That's y'all problem. Y'all don't know how to get out of the fucking way. Out of mind's eye, none of that shit. Y'all just want to still be out and about. Like, you know, y'all ain't got a care in the motherfucking world. Sometimes you just gotta just take your ass in the fucking house. You wouldn't have this problem if you whatever you the fuck you did with this man that got jammed up. You know, Haitian Jack. You know, Haitian Jackson. You should have fucking just did that and got your ass gone. But, you know, it is what it is. Motherfuckers always want to be out in the streets. You see what the streets get you? In today's streets, it ain't good out here, man.
To move and operate like a man, you need to ask yourself, why are you in this lifestyle?
I don't hear about this shit. She gonna like, what if mama heard that shit? How you gonna feel?
I don't
you
know.
Gonna be happy about
I don't know.
it, right?
I don't. Again, man. I don't dictate how the traffic
right?
stop
Y'all
go,
gonna
bro.
be happy about it, man.
It's not on me, man. Like I don't dictate how this thing gonna go, bro.
This shit crazy.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Well, actually, it's not. I mean, makes sense to me.
Ma'am,
You were on the phone?
Yeah, with the sister.
Let me explain to you something.
Please. The sister, I don't know, s'il vous plaît.
Let me explain to you something. That is a perfect example of what you did not do when you pulled over about traffic stop.
I know.
I could hear you in the background, making a scene, crying, escalating it. So he hears you crying, and that just worsens things.
Okay.
That is what you do not do in a situation like this. Do you understand? Okay.
That was a good way to break that down to her, wasn't it?
Yeah, arrest them. That's fine.
His sister is in the front.
Y'all didn't ask for us to take it.
You want to know what's on the call? You have to wait for the primary officer.
Okay, you were gonna give me a phone number to call them? For them, brother?
He's done here. Come and talk to you. I explain this.
Yeah.
We are just back. We're here for scene sake.
The park is right in front of the house. Can you just allow somebody to park it in front of the house, please? You need to go to the house.
It's not. It's not up to me.
He was sleeping.
Why they towing the car?
Because it was involved in a crime.
A violent crime?
Who was the driver of the vehicle?
My husband.
Okay.
Is he being arrested?
There you go.
A long time ago.
No, right now.
No.
They may need an interpreter, right?
Is he? That's your husband sitting down?
In the car. He in the car.
Okay. So he's being arrested.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
That's why they towing the car?
He was.
Yeah, they told me.
Yeah.
I'm confused on what you're confused about.
I'm confused.
Yeah, they really need to get somebody who speaks Creole or something because, yeah, she's not understanding.
In front of his home. Can you just allow them to park the car there?
There's nothing saying we have to ask you if he was the driver of the vehicle. He gets arrested, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because he was the driver of the vehicle, now the vehicle's being towed to leave the crime scene. All right, let's step out for me. Hey man, again, man, thanks for being cool, man. Hey, I did not want this to go this way. All right.
What I'm saying.
So I'm gonna. For real.
Cooperating. Attention, next. Cooperating goes a long way, man.
Hey man, appreciate you being cool, all right?
So where? Can I go get my phone? Can you go get me my phone?
I get it for you.
So wherever.
Come here and I'll talk to you.
Shit.
Man. Like I said, the cooperation goes a long way. And the driver, he did all that, man, for nothing. And then it didn't help that his girl escalated the situation. You see what I'm saying?
The driver was charged with the sale or delivery of cannabis, possession of less than 20 grams of cannabis, and resisting an officer without violence. Share your thoughts in the...
Well, shit. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. So it is what it is with that. Anyway, we're gonna go off on another tangent. I know some of y'all done seen the Michael Jackson movie, highly regarded. I'm gonna see it again because I only saw it once, but it's doing mad numbers. It was pretty cool. It was entertaining. Was it historically accurate on a lot of the end of the movie? No. The Jackson documentary or miniseries was more accurate back in the day than what this one was, but it was still entertaining. But it was something that was left out, and that was the whole Diana Ross thing. And we wondering like, damn, why Diana Ross didn't have any viewing in this movie, even though there was an actress that was supposed to play Diana Ross in the movie of the first one that just came out, because they're getting ready to do a part two, because you can't just do one movie of Mike throughout all the years that he's been in the industry and get everything compacted in one movie. So they're going to do another movie. They're working on it right now. But what's real interesting is that Diana Ross was nowhere in this movie at all. And when he was a child, when he was an adolescent, when he was a teenager, up to a young adult. And there's a reason behind that. And that's because that woman actually was on fuck shit behind the scenes. And a lot of people don't want to admit the fact that, yeah, did Diana Ross groom Michael Jackson? Yes, she did. Some of y'all might not want to admit to that. Shout out to this, to my man, AC, for putting this out here. He put it out here plain as day, because he does a lot of research, just like I know history. And a lot of us behind the scenes knew what that kind of relationship was, you know. But this is going to give you a little bit more of a detail as far as why she became the lead role of The Wiz instead of Stephanie Mills when she first did it originally on Broadway. See, on The Wiz actually started in Broadway before it became an actual motion picture, and Stephanie Mills played that role. And there was some fuckery behind it, why Stephanie Mills didn't stay on that role. So we're gonna let this shit play, and like I always say, hey, let's roll the clip.
Michael Jackson met Diana Ross in 1969. They met when the Jackson 5 signed with Motown Records. Ross, already a global superstar with the Supremes, was paired with the young group for publicity to help launch their career. Michael quickly became deeply attached to her, affectionately referring to her as Mama, and briefly living with her during his early transition to California. Now, who would agree to this? Who would agree to this? This is insane. So Michael Jackson lived with Diana Ross for over a year between 1969 and 1971. Now, remember, 1969, he was just turning 11. and 1971. Between 1969 and 1971, when the Jackson 5 relocated from Gary, Indiana to California, Motown executives arranged for a young Michael to live at Ross' Hollywood Hills home to help him transition and guide his development. Now, I want you to understand this. He doesn't know her. She's not part of the family. She's not an aunt. She's not even the next door neighbor. She is a total stranger, and everybody involved, his parents and the executives, Motown executives, said, "You're going to pack up your bags. You, little Michael, you're going to pack up your bags, and you're going to move with this grown woman that you never."
And right there, I have a problem with, because there's no way in hell I'm gonna have my 11-year-old daughter go to another state to live with a grown anybody. That's not family. That's not blood related. For the sake of a musical career. This is what really upsets me about the music industry. Not only that, this is what upsets me about parents of artists that's in the music industry. The ones that didn't make it, the ones that ain't got the shine, but they're utilizing their children for this financial and social status that they obtain through the stardom of your family. Okay, this is all bogus, and this is why I really feel that R. Kelly got a bad deal, because everyone wants to demonize R. Kelly as being this and that and whatever, as far as what he allegedly did and what people said he did, because these were people that was a part of his circle that came into his world through their parents. He didn't seek them out. They came to him. But no one wants to talk about this man's sister that put that energy in him, that, you know, that SA'd him, and his younger brother when they were babies, when they were children. No one wants to talk about R. Kelly's oldest sister, rather. I'm sorry. That started that bullshit off. No one wants to talk about that one. I guess she does no wrong, huh? I guess she shouldn't be held accountable, right? I guess she shouldn't be a basis of blaming how R. Kelly turned out, right? Y'all don't want to think about that. Y'all want to fucking down this man at the height of his career with this false allegations of what he was doing around the children he was with no proof. But because of the court of public opinion, it's like how we do online, you down this man. See, that's why our culture is always going to be fucked up, because instead of us uplifting each other, instead of us respecting each other, instead of us really loving each other and knowing that we're all we got at the end of days, you rather sell your own brother out for a come up. You rather sell your own sister out for another man that wasn't yours in the first place. You know, you rather backstab each other, delete each other, manipulate each other, because you're a piece of shit. inside. You don't love yourself inside. You don't have no spiritual grounding inside. So this is what the fuck we do to each other. So here it is. This grown ass woman took on this little boy right here when he was innocent. Look at him. Look at him. He just wanted to perform, dance, sing, and just live life. Because he didn't have a childhood. He couldn't go outside to play. It was just him, his brothers, and his parents. And work. Since 5. 5. Do you understand that? He been in the business since he was 5 years old. He passed away when he was 50. So that means he was in this shit for 45 years. You don't think he's seen some shit in the industry? You don't think he had battled certain things in the industry? You don't think that people tried to take advantage of him in the industry? There will never be another Michael Jackson. Just like there will never be another Michael Jordan. There'll never be another me. But that's besides the point. You know, I'm just here, you know, reacting to these videos and getting to what we need to get. So, all right, let's go.
Never heard of, don't know about, except through music, except that she's famous, but you don't know her at all, and you're going to live with her. And Diana Ross agreed with that. Or was it her idea? I don't know. Was it the Motown executives who said do this? Or was it Diana Ross that said have him come to my home? Who doesn't find this sick? Who doesn't find this as a... So that's not a groomer? And that's the question? Because who in their right mind as an adult would agree to that? Who would agree to that? Who would agree and say, you know what? I'm going to have this child live in my home that I don't know, not related to me, under the guise that I'm guiding his development. His development could be guided through his parents. He's talented enough to get mentors and express his development through his craft with working with people. He doesn't have to live with anybody. He doesn't have to live with anybody. Nobody has to live with him. He's 11. This is a child. I want you to remember, this is a child, 11 years old. 11. And this is what they told him to do. This is Stephanie Mills. This is her playing the character Dorothy. And in 1975, at the Majestic Theater, January 5th, 1975, The Wiz originally opened on Broadway, and she blew the character out the water. She blew it out the water. And it was an all-black reimagining of the wonderful...
Now, keep in mind, hold on, keep in mind, when she did this on Broadway, it was 3 years before it actually became a thing on motion pictures. At this time, Berry Gordy, Motown, didn't have anything to do with it. But I guess for whatever reason, Berry Gordy and his connections and his reach got a hold to the actual people that originally started this Broadway play, because it was a Broadway play first before it became The Wiz on the big screen. he decided to do it a different kind of way. But I'm gonna let AC explain it because he really breaks it down eloquently. And this is something that y'all need to know about the history of this movie. And I know it's a cult classic in the black community and things like that, but the behind the scenes was wicked. And what you saw on screen shouldn't have been in reality. It just shouldn't have been that. It should have been something else. She should have been a part of that project. But we're gonna let this go. So all right, let's
Wizard of Oz, and is a classic story of dazzling mix of rock, gospel, soul, and rhythm and blues. That was what they were going for when they decided to put this project together in 1974, right? And it won notable awards. It won Best Musical, Best Original Score, Best Direction of a Musical, Best Costume Design, Best Feature Actor in a Musical, Best Feature Actress in a Musical, and also Best Choreography. And everybody praised her role. They said if they were coming to do a movie, she would be the perfect person for it. She was young. At the time, she was 17 years old when she played Dorothy. She's petite. She's only 4'9", doing.
I suggest anyone to look up the original play of this movie, of The Wiz. Look it up, find it. It's out there. It's recorded. So it is what it is. I highly recommend scratch out the Diana Ross version of this fucking movie. Because once you hear what is going to be said in this video, you're going to not want to fuck with that movie. And there's a reason behind it. Okay? You're going to want to just watch the actual play version of it. All right? That's back when art was real art. And see, a lot of us in this modern time, in this today's time, don't know about real artistry and real dramatizations, real skill, real talent. Everything is manufactured and processed in a way that you think it's all that, but no, it's not true art. I grew up in a time where plays was our movies. Okay. Movies was like a luxury. Going to a play was the real shit. But anyway, let's go.
Doing pull-ups on a curb. 4'9", but she blew it out the water. She became an instant star off of this Broadway play. Now the Broadway show did so well that they started talks of a movie, right? In Hollywood. They said, this is getting out. The show ran for 1,672 performances until January 28th, 1979. So even after the movie with Wiz, when it came out, the Broadway show was still going on even after the movie released. And when they started talking about the Wiz, about doing a movie, they said, okay, let's see what we can do as far as putting the project together. But no matter what happens, no matter what goes on, no matter the budget, no matter what it is, they must have Stephanie Mills playing Dorothy. That's all anybody cared about. That's all the investors cared about, the producers, the director, the screenplay, the people who wrote the screenplays, they all agree that she has to be in the movie. She has to be Dorothy. No other way around it. two things that people often get wrong about this story with Michael Jackson and Stephanie Mills. Number one is Michael Jackson and Stephanie Mills did not meet before the project, The Wiz, or anything before any of these projects. No, he actually met her in 1977 while working on the Broadway production. And here's something else that they get wrong. Michael was always thought of for the movie to be the Scarecrow. Always. He wasn't the last to be the last one casted. He wasn't an afterthought. He was always thought of to play the Scarecrow, right? When they contacted him and said, we wanted you to play the Scarecrow, he decided to work with the Broadway production because he was told also that Dorothy is going to be played by Stephanie Mills. So when he went to the Broadway play, he met her, and that's how they met in 1977. And she was 20 years old at the time, right? And he was 19. Remember, she was 17 when she played Dorothy in the Broadway production. But now she's 20. She just turned 20, and Michael was 19 years old, and they formed a close bond. And during that project, not immediately, but later on.
So think about this. She played on Broadway with The Wiz for 3 years before it was considered a movie. I don't know what y'all think, like, live plays are, but that's a lot of work. They did over 1,000 live performances of that screenplay. Okay? Not 4 months and put it on a film. Not 6 weeks and put it on a film. They did this shit for 3 straight years before they even considered doing a movie for this motherfucker. You know how much work that is? I mean, maybe some of y'all don't. Maybe some of y'all have never been in the arts or like did light acting or screen playing and did any plays or anything like that. It man, that's a lot. And to do that actual adaptation of The Wizard of Oz in another form, in a black version of it for 3 years straight, that's a lot of fucking work, man. Shout out to Stephanie Mills for doing that. She was dedicated to that shit. She, y'all had the white girl, I forgot her name, Liza Minnelli's mother, played the original Dorothy, But in this version, Stephanie Mills was the quintessential Dorothy in our circle. And they just totally fucked it all up. They fucked it all up. There's a reason behind it. And we're gonna get to it in this video. So let's go.
When they started dating. Now, when somebody found out that he was dating, and how he ended up dating her, this person decided they want to give this 20-year-old some smoke for dating Michael Jackson, and she figured out a way to sabotage that relationship through the project. Let's talk about that. So she basically told them that if I don't get the role, Michael will not accept the role because I would tell him not to accept the role. And guess what? He would have listened. Michael would have listened to him. Almost a decade later, she still had control and power over him. He was at her house when he was 11 years old. So anything that she said, he was going to roll with it. And they knew that too. So she said, listen, I can guarantee the role of Michael Jackson. But if I don't get this role, Michael Jackson will not be taking this role because I will tell him not to take the role. At the time of the movie, when it was supposed to be, when the project was being created, this is John Badham. He's still alive today. He's 86 years old, right? And he is a two-time Primetime Emmy Award nominee, a two-time Hugo Award nominee, and a Saturn Award winner. He is also a professor at Chapman University. And, you know, he directed Saturday Night Fever, Dracula, Blue Thunder, War Games, Short Circuit. Remember Short Circuit? Stakeout, Bird on the Wire, The Hard Way, Point of No Return. Remember Point of No Return? Drop Zone, Nick of Time. These are things that he produced.
This man did a lot of work back in the day. So he had major pull, he had major connections. But listen to what the fuck went down because of other entities that had other agendas, not only for the movie, but for the situation between Michael Jackson and Stephanie Mills. All right, let's go.
And directed a bunch of other projects, but those are like his notable ones. Now, here's the reason why he left The Wiz. Because when he heard who was starring as the actress for Dorothy, this is what he said about her starring as the actress for The Wiz. This is what John Badham said. He said, because Dorothy was originally envisioned as a much younger character, Badham felt that casting a 33-year-old Ross would be jarring and inauthentic. When producers insisted on moving forward with Ross, Badham quit the production and was subsequently replaced by Sidney Lumet. For the casting, Diana Ross actively lobbied for the role of Dorothy, which originally played by a much younger Stephanie Mills on Broadway. Ross won out by lobbying the studio directly and even guaranteeing Michael Jackson for the film. Now, here's the thing. Michael Jackson was already casted. He was already casted for the film. You know what she did? She stepped in and basically told them that if I don't get the role, Michael Jackson is not getting the role. That's what she did. She said, if I'm not getting the role, he's not going to. Remember, he was already casted before she was being casted. He was casted first. John Badham was okay with the casting until it was time for Dorothy. See, Diana Ross saw the relationship that was building between Stephanie Mills and Michael Jackson, and she decided to get in between that. She decided that that's not going down and that she's going to replace Stephanie Mills. Now, this is Stephanie Mills and Diana Ross. What you're seeing right now is the same thing that John Badham saw when he looked at these two. Stephanie Mills looked like what? A child in this picture. Look at her. She looks like a child. Diana Ross looks like someone's mother. This is what he saw and decided he did not want any part of it. He reportedly stated, she's all wrong. If Diana Ross is in, I'm out. And he left the project. And when he left the project, right, many people who knew about the project was very upset because she used, her star power, and she used Berry Gordy to get her the part. And, Berry Gordy was.
Hey, shout out to you, Big Mike. Thanks for coming on. I'm doing fine. But yeah, man, the history behind The Wiz and Stephanie Mills, Michael Jackson, and Diana Ross is tragic to me. Because imagine, just think about this. Think about the fact that since they first did it, 3 years in on Broadway with Stephanie Mills when she was 17, when she started doing the Broadway play of it, up until she was 20. And now they're working on doing the movie. Wouldn't you think it would be better if Stephanie Mills would have played that role as Dorothy in the actual movie version of The Wiz? But they put a 33-year-old Diana Ross in that role. Out of bullshit, out of backbiting, and out of hate. Because this bitch had been grooming Michael Jackson since he was 11. And you ain't gonna sit up here and tell me that she didn't do things with that little boy. You're not. She'll take it to her grave that she didn't do nothing with that boy. But we all know. Those that know, we know. Look at her. She ain't shit. That's why her daughter ain't shit. So, I mean, it is what it is. She was a diva, an opportunist, a charlatan, a Jezebel, all of that, all wrapped in one, with a partridge and a pear tree. Real fucking talk.
It was powerful. Barry Gordon, she was powerful. Diana Ross is powerful. They were together. They were powerful entities that could tank a production or a project in a minute by putting out negative statements about it through the media. They were very powerful. So she ended up getting the role, and Stephanie Mills ended up getting placed to the side. And you know, her being that young, I'm pretty sure she didn't understand what was going on. You know, Diana Ross was 33 at the time. Stephanie Mills was 20. She looked up to Diana Ross. She didn't think of anything at the time. She didn't know. So The Wiz, the movie started, and the star is now Diana Ross.
In Mount Vernon, New York, 19-year-old Stephanie Mills is up and raring to go. Stephanie jogs to keep in shape for her long run in the Broadway hit The Wiz, where she plays Dorothy.
He's on down the road. Come on, he's on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, he's on down the road. Dorothy is a little girl that can be any little girl. And then when she goes through Oz, she becomes pretty and she becomes very popular because the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and the Lion depend on her. And that's a lot like myself because I have a lot of people depending on me. My mother depends on me a lot. It's like my life is somewhat planned for me, where my career is going and what show I'm going to do next. And even I think to what type of man they would want me to marry. That's all.
John Badham predicted the movie would flop. He said this movie is not going to make it. The movie has a storyline that it should have stuck to, which is a young girl navigating this world. When you have an older lady there, right, who is not the look, not the actress, and bringing something totally different, what you get is a totally different movie, a mixed audience, because older people thought that the movie was too silly and younger people thought that the movie was too scary. That was the whole premise of this movie, silly or scary. And what happened with the movie? It flopped. It flopped terribly. Bad reviews, just tanked. Look. Did the movie tank? It absolutely did. Released in 1978, the all-black adaptation of The Wizard of Oz was one of the most expensive musicals ever made at the time, and it tanked at the box office. The numbers: the budget was $24 million, box office $13.6 million, loss $10 million for Universal Pictures. Why it tanked? Casting issues. Diana Ross, 33 at the time, was cast as Dorothy, a role originated on Broadway by 17-year-old Stephanie Mills. Critics and audience felt Ross was too old and the character lost her youthful whimsy.
So guess what happened after that? Diana Ross didn't make another movie since. And she was in a movie before. Y'all remember? She was in Mahogany. Did good in Mahogany. That was good for her at that time. She could have did a lot of other roles in her area of genre of status for whatever idea they wanted to put out there for her. But to do Dorothy in The Wiz was it was wild work, man. She was bogus behind that. She caused that movie to flop because everyone criticized it. Some kids, yeah, I actually want to see that movie when I was a kid because I'm like, damn, a black version of The Wiz. I didn't know the behind the scenes of it. I didn't even know it was a Broadway play. It wasn't promoted that Stephanie Mills in my time in the mid 70s that she had did this play. Hell, the mid 70s, I was fucking 5, 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I had no idea what was going on. Yeah, Lady Sings the Blues. Yeah, she did that too. Those were perfect roles for her. Her doing The Wiz fucked up not only the essence of that remake of it, it fucked up the relationship between Michael Jackson and Stephanie Mills. And it just really fucked up the whole essence of the whole thing. But the play still went strong outside of what it was as far as that movie. So that's real interesting. And it's like, damn. I hope that the people that actually originated the actual Broadway play got some kind of compensation behind it. But knowing Barry Gordy, how he used to run Motown back in the day, in their heyday, and how things was, I don't know. I haven't looked that up. But anyway, let's go.
Bloated budget. The lavish 1970s New York City sets and massive production costs made it nearly impossible to break even. Disjointed tone. Director Sidney Lumet, remember that's the new director, was criticized for taking a surreal, dreamlike musical and giving it a gritty, dark, urban aesthetic that confused mainstream audience. Remember, the confusion was the older people, right? The older people thought it was silly, right? And the younger people thought it was too scary. And I mean younger, I'm talking about kids, because kids went to see this and they thought it was too scary. We talking about 78. And a lot of things, what
I actually want to see it when it first came out, but that was the same year that Christopher Reeve's Superman came out. And when I was in grade school, my teacher took our class to the movies. And instead of her taking us to see The Wiz, she took us to see Superman. So I didn't wind up seeing The Wiz till like later down the road once that movie actually started becoming, available on television. I never really saw it. I didn't see the movie in the theaters once that movie came out. You know how it was back in the day for those that's older like I am. A lot of times, hell, if you didn't see it in the theater, you have to wait till it's actually on network television. So now you got to deal with commercials and all the other bullshit, the other edits and shit like that. This is before VHS and and CDs and DVDs and shit like that. So that was how I had to see the movie after the fact. And I think I probably saw it like a year later, on television. Because I never went to the show to go to see the Wiz. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just a little history. Shit, you said shit. I don't know. It was at the movies. Yeah, I know it was at the movies. But what I'm saying is, when it came out, my teacher took my class on a field trip to the movie theater to see a movie. But what she wanted us to see was Christopher Reeve's Superman, which I'm not mad. It's a classic movie. Superman was a classic movie. The essence of Superman will always be Christopher Reeve. Just like if you want to see, like in the movie adaptations, as far as the Joker and the Batman saga, it's fucking Heath Ledger. Undeniable. Other than, Jack Nicholson. Of course, he did a good rendition of it, but that was a different time. I'm talking about when I was a shorty in 78? I was fucking 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was just happy to go to the theater. But I saw Superman instead of The Wiz. I didn't see The Wiz until it actually came on television. So, it is what it is with that. Anyway, let's continue on. We're almost finished.
Wasn't getting through customs in the movies. If it was deemed too scary, if it was deemed too dark, a lot of things just wasn't getting through. So when they saw this and they saw that the children it wasn't receptive to the children, and it wasn't receptive to the adults, they was like, all right, so what tone did we actually go for? Because this didn't work on no levels. The movie was terrible itself, and it tanked, right? But you gotta realize that the people who actually saw the Broadway play with Stephanie Mills was even more upset. They was more upset because they saw art. They saw magic on that stage. Right? When I read about the Broadway production, all I hear and all I read is how great it was, how majestic, how this Broadway play literally changed how people looked at Broadway with black people in it, because it was an all-black cast than what they previously looked at black people in Broadway plays. And we always had black people in Broadway plays. One of my favorite books, A Raisin in the Sun, that was on Broadway before this, right? But the reimagining of L. Frank Baum's movie, The Wizard of Oz, and to turn it around and to recreate, because you always see recreations of movies and even in Broadway, you always see, but it doesn't do much. It doesn't stack up to the original. And instead of them turning something that came from the original and trying to compete with it, right? They made something of their own. And people looked at it as their own, not a copy or a carbon copy of something else, right? When they saw what was on the stage. So when they saw that Diana Ross was playing the part, a lot of people didn't know why or what was going on. They just looked at somebody who had power, somebody who had a say-so, decided to get in on something that she didn't have to get in, because she's an incredible singer. That's what they kept saying. Why is she jumping into this lane? She jumped into that lane because she wanted to break up the relationship between Michael Jackson and Stephanie Mills. And, she completed the mission because, after the late 70s, they broke up. Right after this movie, they stopped seeing each other. This movie came out in 78. By 79, they wasn't seeing each other anymore. So she completed the mission, and let me show you what the critics were saying about the movie. Now, you heard me say step into this lane, right? And you're probably like, well, what do you mean step into this lane? She was acting before this movie. Yeah, you're right. She was acting before it. She did works with other actors, with other singers also. I remember she did a movie. Was it Billy D. Williams? Was Billy D. Williams with Mahogany? I think hold on. Yep, it was Billy D. Williams with Mahogany. That was in 1975, right? So we know she did movies before, but this is something totally different. This is a role totally different. And it tanked, and I don't think she cared about the movie tanking as long as she broke Michael Jackson and Stephanie Mills apart. But it did hurt her career drastically. Most professional critics published negative reviews for The Wiz upon its release. Many reviewers directed their criticism at Diana Ross, who at 33 years old at the time of filming was considered to be too old to play Dorothy. The Grove Book of Hollywood noted that the picture finished off Diana Ross's screen career. This film is Ross' final theatrical feature, and her subsequent films premiered on television.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. So in other words, she fucked it up. The groomer fucked up this movie. It was a successful Broadway play, but she booted Stephanie Mills about that role, took it over, and fucked it up. And she ain't did nothing acting on a bigger stage since that sense because of her arrogance, because of her diva mentality. This is why you can't trust some of these women, man, that just move how women like her move. You can't trust them. They will fuck your shit up. Ain't that what Bun said in Belly? Bitch will fuck your shit up.
So she was done. As far as acting, done. Finished. Finito. This killed it off. Now, the movie got smoked by the critics, but they did praise Michael Jackson's performance as the Scarecrow. They praised his performance. And the reason why is because his performance, right? The movie was going for a lighter tone, a very lighter tone. It wasn't going for this dark, gritty tone. It was going for a lighter tone. And he brought the light to that movie. Now, imagine if Dorothy was played by Stephanie Mills, it would have had a totally different outcome. I totally believe that it would have had a better outcome and it wouldn't have been a flop. They did not like Diana Ross for this movie. They did not like her for this movie. She was, you see what she looked like. She was looking like Marla Gibbs. When she playing Florence Henderson on the Jeffersons. They didn't want that. They said, no, we don't want this at all. We want somebody young. We want somebody energetic. We want somebody fresh. We want somebody who has a clean, fresh face and gives off this youthful energy for this movie. And they ended up getting her, and she destroyed the movie because she wanted to break apart Stephanie Mills and Michael Jackson. And that's what happened.
Right. How much time we got left? We are hour and 47 minutes in. Let me go on with this what we talking about. Because sometimes, my lives, I be trying to shorten them up during the earlier weeks. We're gonna get on with this Cheyenne Bryant shit. And this is what really disturbed me as far as about what she got going on and how she's being put on blast as being a fake practitioner of psychiatry and a therapist. There was a video that I just saw here recently. House of Hypocrites just put it out about a day or so ago, and how she so-called did a session with a military veteran, a female, like a 20-year veteran that suffered PTSD, and her handling of that could have been really detrimental. And it's sad because she needs to get up off the platforms. I'm sorry, Joe Buttons, the fucking Cam Newtons, the Shannon Sharps, all you motherfuckers that gave her a platform to work. Stop fucking with her. Breakfast Club, stop fucking with her. She's a fucking fraud, man. She's a fraud. But let's go. We're gonna break into this, and we're gonna make a deep dive into it. So let's go.
Let me get as creative as I want to be. And I created a young girl who has 6 degrees, who bought her first house at 19, who had 3 retail stores on Melrose here in Los Angeles, who bought her first house at 19, had 2 daycares, who was the first in her family to go to college, to get a master's, to get a doctorate, who went from the hood to the hills, who was...
All right. She said all that, right? I want to know those businesses. I want to know those locations. And I want to know if they're still around. If they're not around, why they not around? Some fake wannabe that claims she a doctor that says that she graduated and has a doctorate, but can't find her dissertation or her transcripts of her completing her doctoral degree, but claims she has 6 and 3 doctoral degrees. She's a grifter. She's a scammer. There are some people that are online that will scam you out your socks because of how they look and how they talk. She has it all. She was once a video vixen. She was on an old Omarion video back in the day. Okay? In the early 2000s. But yet and still, this bitch think that she's a fucking doctor. Yes. Fake it. Fake is a $5. Fake is a $4 bill. Fake as a $4 bill. But we're gonna get into it, so let's go.
Was the first in her family to go to college, to get a master's, to get a doctorate, who went from the hood to the hills, who's a best-selling author, and I'm not done fucking creating. Period. And so when I said I worked under a license, see, all of this is terminology. The people would open up their ears and do what school teaches therapists to do. I'm not a therapist, but...
Tell the audience out there where you first got your start.
As like a therapist, I started off as a marriage, family, and child therapist about 18 years ago. Before I obtained my doctorate degree in counseling psychology. Once I became a doctor of psychology, I transitioned from a therapist to a psychology expert in private practice. And a group of licensed professionals who have an issue with this, they teach you all something called active listening. None of y'all seem to be actively listening. Working under a license.
I was up till 4 a.m. watching interviews of this nigga. When I open this motherfucking laptop, it's lit. hey, this ain't off the dome here.
A client of Cheyenne Bryant has spoken out, and not too many people have seen it. I want to show you what she said, and also I did reach out to her, but we'll get to that. So this is some proof that she did book with Cheyenne Bryant almost a year and a half ago. posted it on her Instagram. She booked a 50-minute session. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. We got it. You know what I'm saying? But this is what she had to say. I would not knock anyone for having a honorary doctorate who has done the work to obtain one such as myself. However, make sure people are informed of that. I want to explain something from my personal encounter with Dr. Bryant, informing me that she was a woman, whatever that means, and family therapist. This was during the time my therapist wasn't available, and I wanted another Black woman therapist. Plus, I enjoyed some of the advice she was giving. In our initial appointment, I was never asked intake questions about myself, which was confusing. I didn't sign any forms or anything. I felt like I was talking with a homegirl who was giving me advice. The conversation was about her multiple engagements to some men and how she sees herself, then getting to really know me, which will okay. The conversation was about her multiple engagements to some men. Probably was talking about Cam Newton and Nick Cannon and 50 Cent and shit like that. So the conversation was about her multiple engagements to some men and how she sees herself, then getting to really know me, which was why I didn't rebook. So I read that.
Now, this is some bullshit right now. Because first off, if you're supposed to be a therapist, you're supposed to be a psychiatrist or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, and you have a client that has a problem mentally, the last thing that they need to hear is you bragging about yourself. I always thought, and I've never been to an actual therapy session. I done been to anger management classes. Yeah. I went to an anger management class, so it's kind of like the same to a degree. But I had anger issues. I still kind of do at times, but I mean, I try to control it. I'm a more kinder, gentler, more understanding Ross Lee. So we're not gonna go there. But to go to a therapist for mental health help is a different breed. So with that being said, who is your therapist at that time should be more focused on figuring out how they can help you, not bragging about what they've done and all this other fucking bullshit. And she charges, and she's not licensed. She doesn't have a license to do this. And she's in the state of California, where she's about to be in some fucking deep shit because there are some real therapists that is coming at her neck right now. Okay. It's been going all over the internet for the last couple weeks about this woman on all different platforms. I've been seeing this shit on my timeline on YouTube, 40 going north, like every fucking day. It's so much, I can't put it all in one, live stream because it's just too much. It's just too much. So I just try to take out bits and pieces here and there and give my own assessment. And then when the hammer fall down, then I'm gonna give my, final, take on it. It's the second week this is the second time back to back that I did this subject right now. For those that missed, Friday's live stream, you might want to go back to that and really get some context on that as well. Because I've been talking about it since Friday. But it's been so much shit between last Friday, and now, I can't bring it all out. because it's just crazy how much of it is going on. But yeah, she's really out here misleading people and doing bullshit. Man, well, let's go.
That wrong earlier before I came up here. So basically, Cheyenne Bryant was talking more about herself than about her client. So basically, like flexing. In that moment, I was dealing with anxiety due to PTSD. Now, stop it right here. What y'all don't know about this woman, I think she's a 20-year veteran and she's a domestic violence survivor. And I think an incident had happened where she had, I guess, a serious brain injury. This is what she's saying when you look on her page. So she was having anxiety due to PTSD and she was looking for guidance. But I fell into depression after speaking with her because I wasn't in a space to hear how I wasn't a high value woman. That is crazy. That is dangerous.
Now, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. You know what she just said right there and her experience with Cheyenne Bryant could have took her to the point where she could have like deleted herself, did some bodily harm to some other people, just went off the rails, man, because she looked at this person as a person of authority, a person of sanctuary, as a person that could really help her get through whatever was bothering her at that time. So basically, what she's saying is this bitch had the immediate gall to just rather brag about herself instead of really treating this woman in the clinical manner that a therapist is supposed to treat them. You say, hey, did you speak about the woman who scammed them girls of their prom dresses? I haven't, but I brought it up. It's too much shit going on out here in the world, man. Scamming. 2026, we putting all you motherfuckers on blast, man. Y'all fucking up the church's money. You scammers, you motherfuckers that claim you're one thing, but you're totally not. This whole Cheyenne Bryant situation should really be a lesson learned for the everyday consumer. We as consumers that spend our hard-earned dollar really truly need to evaluate and research who we do business with. We just got to. There's no way around it. There's just no way that you can not, deal with it. We gotta, just because a person tell you, hey, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. All right, cool, that's cool. What's your credentials? How'd you get started? You gotta start asking questions, y'all. You just can't be so free, just because a motherfucker make a nice Facebook page or a nice TikTok video or a nice Instagram post and thinking, they high on the hog. You got to do your research with these people if you want to spend your money and do business, because we just got individuals out here that is just so high strung on getting over on you with very limited work done than actually doing the job that they're getting paid to do. And it's a sad thing now. And we got to do better as far as articulating our finances, as far as what we spending our money on. Because once it's gone, it's gone. And once you find out somebody's on some fuck shit, it's hard to get that shit back. It might not be impossible, but it's just a long road to go civilly, taking them to civil court to get that shit back. And who's to say they're going to pay you back once you take them to civil court? You know, that's why we really need to focus on certain politicians that have a certain mindset of community, and we need to really speak up as far as different things that need to be done to help the community. We just can't just expect these politicians just to do any and everything for us, and we don't have a voice, but they want our vote. How does that sound? You want our vote, but you won't hear our cries. That don't make no sense. It doesn't. So if you want certain things to change in laws and society and different structural things, we have to speak up on that. Stop depending on someone else to. Speak your piece. If not, you will never get heard. And we got to do away with these scammers, man, because they fucking up the game. But anyway, let's go.
And this is why it is important for these people who claim themselves to be a doctor in psychology to go through the necessary steps to guide these people that need help. I'm talking about this is devastating, bro. But I fell into depression after speaking with her because I wasn't in a space to hear how I was a high value woman. I was looking for tools to learn and cope with what I was going through. I knew something was off. I did tell people that, but I was called a hater. I'm thankful that people are paying attention, but I'm mostly bothered about her lack of accountability for lying to the public. This is a reminder to make sure people are licensed therapists with proof than someone pretending. Now, this leads me to me reaching out to this woman because I've seen the particular people that she tried to tag, like the Shade Room and multiple other women that have a voice, so she can get this out and warn other women that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is no doctor at all. And don't book with her because she's going to try to flaunt how important she is. You feel me? This is from her experience, but I contact this lady and I'll say, man, hurt people most definitely hurt people. And I'm going to learn along this particular journey. I won't be able to reach everybody. I won't be able to help everybody. And everybody is not going to be susceptible to my help, to my outreaching hand. Because I sent a private message to her that I didn't want to be on the internet just yet, because it wasn't confirmation that if she wanted to talk to me or not. So I left a comment with my personal Instagram, right? So I sent her this message right here. Now looking back at it, well, it's not a message, it's a comment. But now looking back at it, shit, I tagged the wrong person, but she knew it was for her. So I said, check your email or DM for House of Hypocrites. She responded I have no DM for these people. Not sure how they can support. I don't know. I was confused by this because I don't know. I was confused. So I responded, check your DM or email, then make that conclusion afterwards. And y'all know this is like, that's like my signature emoji. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
And
she took offense to
hold
that
on,
because
hold on,
after that,
hold on. And I actually want to go to his comment section to see what was really talked about, right? And if you can see it on the screen, you see the comment section, right? One comment says, Cheyenne Bryant needs therapy from a real licensed mental health professional ASAP. That's the first comment. You know, that's right here. You know, another one, she sounds smart to dumb people. That's something that a lot of these scammers do. They talk smart to dumb people, right? Professionals don't have to drop their F bomb every 5 seconds when they're speaking. That's what she did in one interview. I think it was with the Breakfast Club when they was asking her, why is it that you can't come up with your documentation of your doctrine, your dissertation, your transcripts, and things like that. And she got real defensive behind that. Another one. None of her interviews age well. Cheyenne flew too close to the sun on this one. For years, she been going on podcasts and on various media talking like this, and she just couldn't help herself. She didn't stop while she was ahead. So, look, she getting dragged all through the internet. She getting dragged all through social media. She's getting dragged even by some of, I guess you want to say, her constituents, but are not, because the people, the women that are talking about it, they are actually licensed therapists, and they feel that she's running amok behind this, right? I want you to go on House of Hypocrites to hear the rest. Like I said, I'm not trying to play all of it. It's a few other pages on YouTube that are actually, talking about this as well. So I definitely want y'all to do that. I'm not gonna stay on this shit too long because I mean it just is what it is and it's getting late. And in closing, we as consumers have to be more mindful of who we spend our money with. I mean, I know it's like, man, you should support black businesses, black power, and blah 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 blah. But there are so many of us in our community that try to scam us, especially if they talk good game, they look a certain way, and they might have something that you might honestly need. And the one thing that we need is mental health help. And a lot of people are taking advantage of our community behind it. We are broken as a community. We are broken as a people. Some of us care, a lot of us don't. And it's getting to the point where if we don't really pull it back together, focus really more on the family again, focus on our spirituality again, we're gonna lose out. Some of us might make it, but at the rate that we're going now, a lot of us not. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. I hope everyone is doing good. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe if you are new. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Check out my archives. Do what you do. We are here at the Black Bottom Roscast, right? Getting ready to wrap it up. I done did my part. I try to do my best to give y'all informative information, entertain you, and us have a good time doing it. I appreciate all those that tuned in. Drop a comment in the comment section. Like I say, like, share, and definitely subscribe. And like I always say, I want you to live as long as you want and never won't as long as you live. I don't know about Friday. I might not do my live stream this coming Friday. My oldest baby girl's graduation Thursday. So I got a lot of other stuff going on to get together. If I do a live stream that night, you'll see the notification. If not, I'll be back next Tuesday. So I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna do my live stream on Friday. But like I say, I want you to live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. You here at the Black Bottom Roscast, and we are gone.